Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bactria, which the Empire of Bactria is still alive after it survived the first Mongol invasion, in which the Mongols now decide to invade somewhere else, while we play a waiting game here, waiting for the next possible invasion, unless we strike at them first. Which, of course, I would find no fun at that, because, most of their armies are over in Tibet and India by now. Which we shall see where they are exactly. And as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of India, the upcoming Indian series of Crusader Kings 3, which we remind you again, is that the first episode of it will be on November 12th. That's on the first day of Diwali, a holiday for Hindus, Jains, and some Buddhists. Thought it would be fitting to post it on Diwali, because back then, post-release, a lot of movies, blockbuster hits, over in India on Diwali. So I thought, well, with this circumstances that's been going on throughout the world today, so I thought, well, let's post that on Diwali. But as for the Bactrian series, it's going to continue, at least for now, until, well, we either get conquered by the Mongols, so that we would follow the same fate as them. So, that's the moral of the story. If Bactria falls, the world falls. Remember, we're Buddhists. The rest of the world is Christian to our west. Islam has fallen. Paganism is still persisting, but in the Eastern world, Buddhists, Hindus, and even rare Jains are still lingering around. Yes. But now, the Mongols have invaded every single country that involves the Deccan Empire, Tibet, and even Bengal areas. He's invading this, this, and this. Oh, and don't forget Rajasthan, too. They want that area. Although there isn't much of Rajasthan, but that's for the Shah of Delhi. Meanwhile, I'm going to go hunting right now. Also, I should also mark that as a decision because it's rather important. Want to do hunts more often just to increase more prowess. Ah, yes, in the previous episode, I had too much to drink, and he knows that I'm Kaga Jochi's real killer. So he gets a weak hook on me, even though it's a theocracy event, so I don't know what the heck he's going to ask, so fine. Just as my steward Argbad Golbad started to dismount, one foot still in the shirt, my guileless vassal satrap Ramtish made sure to bump into the horse, sending him stumbling across camp. Hey, this is no way for the satrap to act. Do it the Buddhist way. Bow in hand, quiet steps, eyes on the heart in front of me, a deep breath in. Is that satrap Ramtish again? My apprehensive vessels creeping through the drownings ahead of me, fully concentrated on the flighty art and oblivious to my presence. This is not the way. Don't even think about, taking it out on poor Ramtish. The man doesn't know what he's doing. Hunt is drawing to an end. Easy for me to say. We mount a horse to leave the drownings behind and search to prepare the heart and not again the journey back. Our party seemed beset of every misery that Mara could conjure. It is with relief that I leave the drownings behind. Yeah. In real life I live in South Texas. Every time I see the terrain of the drylands that you see in the background, it kind of reminds me of Texas a little. The drylands. Basically, I live in the area between drylands and... No. You gotta... Semi-arid. We live between here, so it's drylands. To our west is desert, and to our east, from where I live within the state, it's tropical. Just a little fun fact. My goodness. Take prisoners as consorts? Well, is there a shame of having any more children? But then again, you want mothered many children? Oh. Why not? I'm taking a bunch of consorts in. People ain't gonna like it. Yes, you too. Even though you're a bit of a lunatic. You may never know that you'll become, less. Because he hates my guts? Okay. Yeah, he doesn't like me. That's why he's so discontent. I mean, after all, he's a Muslim. Can't say that I blame him. And no gift is going to convince him otherwise. Well, actually a little. But I'll sway him. Can at least try to get along. And that goes the same for you too. You will learn to respect me. Start upgrading these castles. Really, Store Leonese are a bit behind on this. Also, they should convert the realm. I know it's going to take a while, but damn it, wow, Bactria has expanded more. We're able to take this realm. Delhi is taking Gujarat, is that correct? Rajputana, Gujarat, and Orissa. Hey, Satrap. Convert. Or else. Because we need to control that holy site. As I make my way to the stable, I'm greeted by the happy neighs of Kandaka. Seems eager to stretch his legs on this beautiful weather, and I can do nothing but agree. I must take every moment to practice. Yeah, I'm becoming a bit stressed. Be careful. Yes, consorts. That's what this is. Valuable dynasty legacy. Alright. Assert of rulers. Short reign duration reduced. So, they'll probably respect me a bit more, give it time. Bactria just expanded again. I saw that name move. And we'll expand a bit more because the Sogdians are actually, making gains. Which is amazing. So yes, they did penetrate their way into India. So he could at least focus on one of the wars. But not all. It's Especially when it loses more and more money. While their special soldiers keeps going down. Although, we can take them on. It's just the real question is, well, when? He's just a cat. Just wondering if we still had a physician. Oh, let's see. It's not as young as once was, and as she falls in my lap, I could feel her trembling. I gently stroke her brown fur and listen to her purr long into the night. When her silence falls, I know that she won't wake again. I will miss you, Missy. That cat was there for me during the defense of Bactria against the Mongols. Again, inside the Mongol Empire, there's a lot of vassals in there. It may look large, but in the inside, it's a mess. If we ever destroy their armies, if we ever devastate them in one swift attack, if we can find where they are, then... Oh, what kind of meat is this? So rich and flavored. What are these vegetables on the street? Oh, I can have these wonderful little desserts. This feast is some of the best food I ever tasted. Life reaffirmed. Thank you. If we ever try to destroy them, then the military strength is inferior. They lost their ally. We could take them on, if we wish. Thank you very much. Listen, they may be expanding, but they're getting slightly weak as time goes on. And I learned of Dharmapala's lover's secret. Yes, we even have a presence in Sri Lanka. It's almost like our Indian vassals is hell-bent on uniting all of India. It's almost like they think in their minds they want to be Chakravarti. Almost done. Nothing to choose from, but we would love to have Macron. Mystical Communion. Commune with Sedat. That's more for the learning lifestyle experience. Also, you should have had another decision when it becomes available. Go on a pilgrimage in 10 years. Because in 10 years, you know, get to, you know, increase and become a mystic maybe. And the Sogdians actually managed it. I think those forces are spread a little bit too thin, don't you think? Buryat, not Mongol. Losing bit by bit. I think they're in the middle of a battle. Does anybody want to recommend I was about to say, some sort of surgical strike against the Mongols so we can draw their huge armies into this way? The only logical place we could advance is, you know, towards Sardaya region. You become Spy Master. He used that favor so he could be Spy Master and cannot be fired for 25 years. Oh, you're better than my previous, I think. I'll take it. That was a long time ago. Go ahead. Again, if we want to declare war, which we do have the money, we just gotta put some of these claims. Nana, Srihata, Anja, Eru, Muya, Kotoka. He does have an ally, which is very weak at the moment. And he's so deep in the depth, the longer the depth he goes, then the more half-hearted their armies will be fighting, which would hinder their advances. Any of these individuals not landed? Anyone more likely to join? Because we could help you. To invite the court. Will not accept. Oh, you're just a child. Never mind. Should have sort order by age instead of military strength and whatnot. So. How'd you like to come over? No, she won't accept it because I was about to say, you know, seduce her, but not attracted to women. Any adult has to be seduced. Check their orientations. If they're bi or homosexuals, even if it's a woman, I'd be willing to go get it. Just do not forget that Rezan is a bisexual. People forgot about that. It's because, you know, they don't think much. It's almost like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack to find who's the lucky boy or who's the lucky girl. That could be brought over. Damn. Definitely won't accept. She would be leaving her spouse, patrilineal marriage, spouse, concubine. Ah. Damn. That's this coming September. Maybe we should get that prestige up. But you can get it by other means. Just be patient. You know what? Keep this going while I look for it. Actually, you don't need to click on a character. You can actually see their orientations on the side, like Wandering Coast Blackguard. You can see it on the side. Okay. It took me a while to realize that. That's sexual. Really? Experience little to no attraction to other characters regardless of gender. Okay. It's pretty rare that you find a... Oh, it hasn't got one yet. Too young to even consider. We got a wanderer. Too far. I just either need a prince that is likable, or I need a princess that's into women. My lady, the milady's contagious. Be wary. My corpsation carouse holds me back. The diseased body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps, rests upon the table. Anyone comes in contact with the corpse risks infection, and I was planning an outing that will take me close to Lubini. But the holding is of a spy master. Why would I do that to him? I mean, yeah, he made him a spy master, but you don't want to make your spy master your rival. That's nuts. But you know, the body might contain clues as to the disease's origin. There's a 10% chance one of my courtiers tracks the disease. He's intimidated. Can we bring him in? No, but I think we found our candidate. Tolun. Tolun Konde. He has an unpressed claim to the Mongol Empire. That was through the marriage between his father and mother. Aha! Think we found our man. Yes. Replace the family that was descendant of Temujin and replace it to this, you know, unremarkable but famous house, which I'm sure they had quite a history before the Mongol invasion. So I got my eye on it, Tom. It's either that or a princess that's into women. Well, we found our winner. I need to seduce you. I know you're a hunchback goof, but let me send you a bit of money. I think we may bring you in regardless. Nope. He'll definitely say yes for romance, but seduce? Oh yes. Sorry, Sancho. I think I found a man for the job. I'm 27, and I mean, after all these years, for the first couple of years was nothing but the defense of Bactria. Now it's just, well, time to start using, well, their body by other means. Originally, this body was made for combat, not for sensual pleasures. No. Just be glad that the character isn't chaste. Otherwise, I would be seen as, oh, I don't know. Just say that, that I know how to control my passions. It's going to take a long time unless there's events that'll progress it. So we'll go back to normal speed. My goodness, you've been in house arrest all your life. You don't even know what life is like. You've been here for a long... Has a hard time seeing the good in life. Yeah. Life's hard. Don't you know that she's vengeful? And is sometimes into girls? Troubadour's dedication. A troubadour will soon be performing for the court at Kenti. That's the capital of the Mongol Empire. It will be a simple request to have him change the performance to the dedication to Tolun, the target of my affection. What do we know about you other than you're a hunchback and a twin? You like learning, but you're callous, generous, and content just like me. Ugh. It will be a bold declaration to the Lord. How dare you embarrass me in public like that? Did you want me to explain what the troubledoers meant to the whole court? Ah, damn it. Bad impressions. But it's still good. With suspicion. Took her out, playing with the bow. To my surprise, she ran into the wounded doe. She later lashed out at me, thinking I had staged all kind of some kind of test. But you are heir to the Empire. Someone always suffers. Make it certain it is not you. That will do. But I would like to have a bit more children. Hopefully we can get somebody that is strong and smart, hale and genius, just like me, but we haven't found one yet. Yep, they're expanding again. They've won the war, but now he's about to lose a few, which means the war reparations will be big, and he's going to go deep into debt. And we can destroy their hordes, because they're fighting so half-heartedly. And I don't know why he's malnourished. He either hasn't been eating a lot, or he's being a recluse. Maybe he's picked up an ascetic lifestyle. Damn it, spend your money on something. Reading and Kenti. The celebrations have come to an end, and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over when Tolan suggested reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear, and I see my chance to impress Tolan. You a religious man? Supposedly. But they call you an evil lackey. Something pious. His learning skill is very high. As the clerk reads us, he seems completely engrossed. He later approaches me. Good choice, Rezan, says and opens a hand. It was great, wasn't it? It's already a guaranteed success anyhow, no matter what I do. Once I have him seduced, gonna bring him over and then put him in the Empire. I don't care if he gets married or not. Would hate it if I committed adultery, but we only did it for Bactria, and we're doing it for the world. Who knows? Maybe this relationship's gonna save the world. And when we destroy the Mongol Empire and their armies, then there will be many independence wars which will destroy the Empire altogether. Push them back to where they once came. Get them out of India and out of Tibet. Once and for all. Now, needs to work on his endurance. Upgrade that. It's a fierce and enduring warhorse. Besides the advantage, but also stress loss reduced. Like, when I have events, that's just more stress loss, so... There are some things I do that I'm more prone to stress, but I'll be alright. The way of the sword. The endless clash of metal on metal, the chafe of the armor, the sting of sweat. It is the dance that is familiar as it is exhausting. To heft my sword, attack, dodge, defend, and repeat. Maybe it will do me good to practice my skills with another weapon. A permanent. Oh, so. Me and my trusted sword will not part. I'm okay with the lifestyle experience you gain. You know, 43 a month. It's a very good rate. I would love for my husband to help me improve the education because you're better than mine. There's a chance of that happening, you know. Yes, lost the Mongol invasion. So, reparations going bigger. And he's going to pay a lot more. And there's a bit of a peasant uprising. Which, if they win, that's increased autonomy. Yep, they're in trouble on the inside. While I'm waiting to get this prince in here, and we're going to fight against the Mongols and kick that family out of there. You might be a beneficent, but you're also an evil witch. Oh, without provoking anger expressed my vassal Amir comes as a complete surprise. He's been under a lot of stress lately to behave like this. Look at that stress loss. Alrighty, thank you. Trying it again. Murdered many children. The static peasantry. The peasants in the Mazapanet of Mansour are in good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune, and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. I need more money and dread for this. And if they don't like it, well then... Don't say it. They're alright. It's a Buddhist area, everybody's pacifist. It'll be alright here. As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Rezan? I sit up, suddenly completely awake. I look around for the source of unfamiliar man's voice, but there only shouts. Mara offers you his blessing. Will you accept it? A witch? Well, I recall my predecessor tried to re-establish a witch coven, which was done once back in Hispania. With all my heart. Hope it's a secret, not publicly. I think it may be known publicly. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, because in this faith, witchcraft is accepted. They just think, oh, that's part of esoteric Buddhism. That's for further seeking knowledge. Lost again. It's going to be so deep in the depth that they can't go anywhere. This is the beginning of a downfall of the Mongol Empire. What the hell are you wearing? Oh, you're a shaman. I don't know if I can get you like this. You're not landed, are you? No. But you're a shaman. Way over in this area. Anyway, his reactions to my advances are telling me I need to know. Time has come to put my plan into action. I think my chances are good. Yet I must remember that Toland's stepdaughter, Countess Igo, is always watching. She will be mine. go ahead. Under the open sky. Tolun and I crouch side by side. Up the powerful boar in front of us is unaware of our presence. My own attention's unwavering, especially as Tolun's shirt brushes against me. That's a hell of a shirt that he's wearing, though. Shaman. When I reach over to embrace him, I find he also had his tension elsewhere. As the boar disappears to the drylands, our naked flesh is already cradled by the soft earth, as well as each other. For us to be together is only natural. Please come. Come to court. Yes, you can bring these people with you too. That's your... Oh, you can bring your wife too. Who's a wise one, just like me. That's respect. And this Kyrgyz Satu's club-footed, pox-ridden drunk. That's unfortunate. But most importantly, we're gonna bring you here. You come from a family of reprobates. Welcome to the court of Bactria, Tolun. May have to break up with that love affair. There are many, but do not underestimate them. Peasant revolt. Again, it may look huge on the outside, but on the inside it's a mess. There's far too many vassals. Though he's a bit, dreaded, but... Overthrow the Great Khan and replace him with another. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Do they do equal? Male dominated. Then why is the princess? Oh dear. Kill during a siege. Kill during a siege. Kill during a siege. All on the same day, no less. And all is left is their daughters. A beautiful one at that. Don't worry about them. It just means more bagatures with them. But we cannot declare war because the prestige is too big. Well, I guess prestige gain it is, so I guess we have to do feasts and hunts more often. But he's 18 years old, so he's going to be around for a long time. And we got our own witch coven, so... Stick with us, Tolun. Guess this, also switch this. For more prestige gain. Ram Tish, damn you. Damn you, Ram. Catholic subjects. I'll get a weak hook on him. Alright, here's what I'm going to do with you. Might accept. Well, you better damn well accept becoming a Buddhist. If not, you and I are going to be trouble. By trouble, I mean rivals. Good. That is the middle way. Again, we cannot declare war. Eager Rev. I cannot declare war because the prestige is far too high because of my innovations. And the cast spell art cost, that's reduced, which we'll go around the strategist to reduce it a bit. Cannot afford to cost someone from this big penalty. Additionally, these changes will lose a level of fame. Result, disgraced. Damn. Okay, peacemaker, gallant, strategist. Got it. I guess it's going to be a little longer for our mission to destroy the Mongol Empire from within. What do you mean within? I got a lot of years ahead of me, and so is Tolan. Stick with me, my love. You and I are going to make changes to the Mongol Empire. They've invaded us once, and we can't let them invade us again. Although they won't be going anywhere anytime soon, if they can't get their act together. Ah, just intelligent. And you know what? Let's use an old Astur-Leonese name, like if we say it, like named after an ancestor. Let me see. How the hell do you spell his name? Aurelian. Oh, god dang it. I'm trying to spell Aurelian. Just give me a moment, unless you want to find that name by looking up ancestor. Sorry, Nando, Alfonso. Oh yeah, we got Greek ancestry too. Don't forget about that. Really, that's it? That's all we got for, you know, all that by the ancestors. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to type that name. On my little search throw in the Google machine. There you go. Here, I found it. Now let me spell it in the Astur-Leonese way. Why did I take this time? Aurelio. There. It's an Astur-Leonese name for once. Thought about reviving that presence a bit. For every birth, the cordial shown me grows. When I hold my newborn baby in my arms, I'm greeted by more warmth and kindness than ever before. I guess I do have quite the impressive gathering of children. Kindness born from birth, mother to many children. Oh, I know another thing. Hang on. This is for my daughter. Wants to be into intrigue, which better base of it. Nobody's got an intrigue education? Fine. Have it. What else? I had something in my mind. Damn it, I forgot. I mean, I see the prestige gain, that's one thing. Duchies. Satrapies. Create those. That gives you more prestige. So whoever wants it's gonna get it. So, Satrapies of Ladakh. I gotta give Kashgar to the Sultans. Lahore. Gandhara. Okay, give me a moment. Hey, you want Lahore and Gandhara? You got it. And you probably want Ladakh. Who wants Ladakh? I know where Ladakh is, but who holds it? Oh, you do. At least a bit of it. You reside in the area that's close to Ladakh. Yes. Maybe. No, that would be Kashmir, so... he holds most of Ladakh, so he gets the honor. And as for the Sogs, you shall have Kashgar. Do something with that. I'm exalted among men, just for creating more of these titles. Gondwana. Better control Gondwana. Of course, that was you that did this, so. And Ratanpur as well. Gotta spend something. Gondwana, etc. Now, who wants Sistan? Kabulistan. Hang on. Do something with that. There, we got enough prestige. There you go, that'll save us time. But now let's raise up to 2,000 gold, because we know it's going to be a long war. And also we may have to reintroduce siege weapons again. Trebuchets, we don't have bombards. Though we're about to get royal armory soon, so maybe we should look for bombards. Whoa. Does this place go independent? Well, looks like there's a bit of fracturing. Peasant uprisings. Losing so much money, now it's starting to loosen its grip within the empire. Some of them have gone independent. So there was an independence faction, I assumed. I'll go. Anything for prestige. Yes, it was destroyed, created sometime. New house. So yes, there is a bit of freedom within the Mongol Empire, so they're starting to, as I said, they're losing its grip. But they're going to try to make some gains while they are deep in the depth, which, as I said, they can't really fight as much as they used to. Harsha, don't even think about it. But beware of the Hindustani. Never back down from a challenge, Ara. Like to see you be brave. See another warrior. In the heat of combat, decisiveness is often what separates victory from defeat. When the time comes, I will know how will I act. We know how to make supply duration. I will stand my ground. So I'll be unyielding defender. We take less fatal casualties. Rezan knows one thing above all else. This is as far as the enemy goes. Again, we're defending the Empire. This is a defensive phase that we've been on as of late. And we know how to keep things supplied. We'll be ready to go on the offensive soon. We just need to raise a bit of money and use the said money to reintroduce these siege weapons again. 2 regiments worth of siege weapons. The house guards can wait as much as I would love to have them. Give me 2 trebuchets. As it was back then. Okay, 1,500 more gold. Get up to 2,000 gold, and we shall be ready. It's likely that we'll fight on 2 fronts. Maybe preferably here, because it's plains and oasis there. What right does beneficent Sanuka think that she has claimed that my ideas work are misguided? Claiming that my ideas would break down the moment the combat is met? What does she know, really? At least she told me that I was able to defend my understanding of martial lifestyle. It's nothing like a feast. Reminds us of what is good in life, the company not too bad. At least they'll see closer you seem to think so. You are something special, Rizan. I just do what it feels right. What a good evening. Farewell, my vassal. Been talking to that person a lot. Time to go hunt. Need to sway him a bit. Harsha. Just my vassal and Harsha and I crest the hills. We hear it. The snapping of twigs, the rustle of branches, birds screaming in flight. There are heralds announcing its arrival. A massive heart, heading straight for us. Well, I won't be killed. But you, big man, and I do mean big, but he's exercising, so give him time. He's going to be around for a while. Not to mention a bit of a drunk. Its path ends here, with me. I'm going to kill that heart. I slay the beast. Gained hunting trophy for 10 years. Yep, she's real mighty now, even though she sometimes has anger issues. Let's see. Oh, by the way, since I've been, we just became, friends and all. We've been good company, even though we had a bit of strategical disagreement. Man, everybody likes to get drunk these days. Devotee of Ganga. Is that so? This character's Bhakti is for Ganga, the god of purity, atonement, and moksha. Well, they have a Bhakti tenet for this branch of Hinduism. And I was thinking, I was about to say maybe I should romance, but they'll say no because of differences, but host as honored guest. Why don't we do that often? I know it costs a bit of piety for this. Okay, which one of these vassals is going to be the honored guest? How about you? Even though you're severely injured, but is too sick to visit me. By too sick, you mean you're severely injured. Okay, not you then. It's not going to be my honored guest then. Oh, you're the actual ruler of Rajputana, which you've been good to me. How about you get to be my honored guest? Because, after all, we witnessed that big heart and was able to kill it. Alright, my husband's a strategist. This is just to increase his martial even more, and thus contribute his martial to me, therefore more advantage. Again, that honored guest thing, that's for ritual hospitality, tenant. Okay, they were able to put it back together, so I guess they submit to the Great Khan. Knowing that, well, I was about to say he doesn't have much to pay, but his health is doing poor. And you just have a son right now. And a beautiful one at that. Surprised. Okay, how are they? They'll be at the ready. Again, we increased the size of the pikemen to counter the cavalry. There are many, many cavalry. Okay, now they're ready. So all I need to do is raise up 2,000. And then, well, formed an alliance with my brother-in-law. And our realm continues to expand, as we can see. My daughter and our husband pressed one of the household sworn for a very long time. After finally meeting person, she's been repeating the warrior's words herself. Work hard and you can master everything. You're just becoming like my grandmother, Aldara. Except, yes, indeed, hard work will bring her where she wants. You're going to be great one day, Ara. You will remain the heir. At least for now. Give it another 2 years, and then I will be gallant. My consort will be happy. That's a first. The insane atheist, yes. Made him discouraged from joining this sort of thing. Again, they're inferior to us. They're not as strong as they're used to. Extremely deep in the depth. Sound foundations. Him being malnourished and melancholic. Well, he might die soon. Stop! Stop, damn it! Okay, we got royal armory, so levy reinforcements will be going up much faster now. We'll get this as well, that's more prestige in 7 years' time. Now I have sudden interest in bombards. It'll be 13 years' time before we, start introducing these big weapons. That's going to be effective for sieges. More effective than the trebuchets when we go back on the offensive. If we wish to take the more of these holy sites, which we only have Lubini and Sanchi under our control. Ideally, I would love to have Bulgaria and Sarnath. Well, we already have another holy son under our control right there, but unfortunately the satrap will not convert just yet. Until one passes away. got one more war to go, one more war to lose, unless he takes an objective. And he will never be out of debt at this rate. And he could very well die, and it'll be led by a child. Which I'm sure the vassals won't like that, but they cannot rebel against him. But we're going to have to destroy their horde. We're almost ready. Twins! 2 boys. Genius! Oh, calmly intelligent. Damn, to me he's the breadwinner because got all 3. He may not have the smarts, but damn it, he's one of the good ones. Oh, Indian ancestry. No, Mr. Leonese sounding name. Just a bunch of, what's your culture? Hindustani sounding names. I'll call you Fernando. And for Ibrahim. Alfonso, named after my father. We may choose you as an heir if I live long enough for this. May never know. Makran is back to being independent, but if only this heir was Buddhist. Hold another mystical communion. Oh, really? Wise man, one-eyed. Thank you. Happy to share it. So we may have to fight on 2 fronts. Up here and down here. Split the forces up. When our hordes come, send all armies up this way. I perhaps should keep to... just need a few more men, then we're good to go. Peshwa practice. Peshwa practice. The clanging of mail and clashing of swords rings my ears as my Swaran practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to discern to each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mock melee, the stable doors are open. It is time to bring out the mounts. Today we are going field riding. One last preparation before we fight and defeat the Mongols once and for all. The forces that invaded Bactria back when I was young. So I'll practice a hilltop view. Chilbu glances at the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. Those could serve as the outline of the enemy army, he says. I inform my Swarans I expect the battle line, prepare the strategy at hand. He's a big man. We brought him here. Well, I can get it, naturally, but... Again, aggressive attacker, wouldn't that contradict, me being a unyielding defender? But screw it, I'll just say, charge! Yes, another. We take less friendly field casualties, and at the same time, the enemy will be taking more casualties, because nothing will cite Rezan's blood of her enemies, the Mongols. I heft my sword and lead the riders in a mad dash down the hill. However, among the seeming chaos of shifting armor, raising weapons and battle cries, there is a plan. As we smash into the imaginary army on the field below, every soldier finds their place in our line, readying strikes, falling back, twisting reins, and leaping back into the fray. We will rush over our enemies like a force of nature, and they will break like a tree before the tempest. We will cut down every last man in our path. God, that sounds a lot like her. Yeah, you'll get it. Just when I was going to make you an honored guest. I guess it's not to be. Of course, we'll deal with this matter a bit. $57. That's how much. New Mirage portal hits. Mirage portal. Dilda. She's feeling fine. Gary's craven, but lazy. Do what you can. And also, final preparation. Let's move it up here into Kashgar. One force goes here, and the other goes down here. To win a claimant war, we gotta take as much territory as possible, even if we do not win a single battle against them. Give it a month, alright? 1 month is all I need. It's gonna take a while for them to come down here. Now they're at peace. And it's gonna take an extremely long time for them to get up there. And he's a patriarch. He's a family man after all. Like that means anything. Because that man is gonna be dying for not eating enough and depressed. Okay, let's put a stop to that. We're ready. Some of the smaller countries are getting back in line, submitting to the Great Khan. Well, that's the last time they'll ever submit to your rule. Some of his levies are regulars, half of which are the Ords. They're inferior, comparatively, but do not underestimate them. We know what they're like. Haven't got any children, have you? Oh, after all, you're married to a very old woman, which I would kill her right now. Yeah, during the course of this war, I'm gonna get you married. Matrilineally. To her. You'll like her. That's a good idea. Yeah, forget about me. Just, get married and I'll pick up my love affair. We know this war is going to take long. We're not going to kill Genghis Khan again because that'll spawn more hordes. Remember that. They come in waves. So, as a man once said, let's do this! Yes, this. This? Yes, this. There you go. The last damn time. 46 days of gathering. We'll split our forces up. Okay. God damn it. You had to get me pregnant during such a moment. Kola is under siege. That's probably from one of their allies, correct? Hostile army. Yeah, it's relating to the other conflict. Again, their army would spawn up there, and it's going to take a while before first swords will clash. We are ready. Which army should I lead? Think about this one. Because I want to lead the one with siege weapons. Three commander traits. Excellent. And I have the best advantage out of anyone. And we'll have even more once I become gallant. My husband's coming with me. Hope you're doing well. Good. Okay. I shall go up there. This area. I know the attrition is bad, but it'll do for a time. And this army will go south. This way. You'll be heading to Khotan. And finally, this one for Tarts. It's a bit of a long way away, but still. Let's do this. This will be the end of the Mongol Empire. And the income isn't terrible either. Don't bring the Holy Order in, because they'll contribute little. She's pretty, but too bad. Would love to romance a woman before I get old. Oh, that's related to down here. Don't worry about that. Any help is appreciated. But you're gonna have to wait. Squeamish Doxy. Enhance that a little. Really, my family won a crusade. Upper Lorraine? Jerusalem. You had a crusade at Jerusalem? Oh, that's gotta be, Oh, Lorraine. Ah, Jerusalem won the crusade. So therefore, they take, this region up here. Lotharingia. It's theirs. Waldesianism has been revived in Western Europe. It's been a while since we took a good look at Hispania. The place where my ancestors came from. They still got good military men, but their strength is not what they're used to be. There. Small gain. Occupying counties 3%. It's not much, but it's what starts. Head to Khotan. Help out with the siege. Once it takes over, move up. Now I'm gallant, which, as a reminder, is +2 martial, +4 prowess. Not necessarily, actually, a slight increase in martial means more to the advantage. And I'll start working on the strategist route. Another son. comely and intelligent. Don't I already have a Sanchu? No, I don't think so. Name it after you. Just to show you that, hey, you're doing good for the service for our nation. You are a descendant of the Astur-Leonese settlers in Bactria. That's 7. Oh, that's not related to any of our problems. Help them out on this siege. Once they arrive, move. My daughter and heir are hovers in a limbo between childhood and adulthood. I have taught her enough to understand the truth, but she's still young enough to have an open mind. If I want to induct her in the service of Mara, it's now or never. Of course. Move. Move to Katia. Basically, the lands that was once Tokharian. Damn, this is a bad place to be in. And I know this is no better, but hey, fortifications are weak as long as it's linked back to our friendly territory. We need to get the mountains. The real key is to win the battle. Well, we need to control the mountains first, because they're likely going to be up here than it is with down here. Let's take this area, then order the armies to go north. That's where the real front is going to be. Need to control the mountains. If they go through here, then this will be a bit more difficult. But not to Rezan. Once the siege begins, order the movement, because a lot of good firemen needs to be head to the new front. Head to here. And pick up supplies along the way in the Forgotten. Off to the dark woods with you. Right. Love. I know you. I heard you just lost your wife, but you didn't have any children, so. Also, your dynasties become glorious. Think. Think. You should be betrothed to my lover. I mean, he's here. Somewhere. Tolun, there you are. You may be hunched back, but he'll appreciate it. Alright. So it's betrothed. There you go. In 6 years' time, you'll be officially married and have children, and my dynasty will be up there. You are such a genius, Rezan. A real genius. I know we're having supply shortages, but gotta be prepared for the Mongol invasion. You may want to fall back. This one's also level 2. This ways has a river, so. The Mongol army will be here soon, so get ready to make a move. Anyways, go get supplies. You're out for long. We'll take this down in no time, then we will withdraw, pick up supplies, and whatnot. We're going to take an early advantage by taking all of this over. And really, you're bringing some of the bombards over here. Patliputrav's bombards from Bihar. This is why we have a fascination for that. We would love to know how the bombards of Patliputra work for us Afghans, for us Bactrians. Let's go. All together now. Do not advance beyond there. Where are they? He's in Kenti. But what of his commanders? These are all a bunch of guests. And his immediate family. His vassals is the ones that you should be looking for. Vassal. Oh no, that's a place. So, we have no clue where that army is. This is a vassal, just based on it, he's got to be one of the Bagators. So. He's the count of this area, so no. Has to be a... It's not a marshal. I wouldn't know. Or they just wear that simply as an everyday thing. So we have no idea where their army is. And that's a scary part, is not knowing where they are. So. Withdraw. Let's get supplies so we'll be ready to fight at any time. When they come to our territory, we're gonna kick them out of here. We already got what we need. Just to draw them in. A single major battle will do. And allow us to demonstrate how we take less casualties while they will take a lot more. Just like that. 64 losses. Well, we're going to be in friendly territory and we'll be resupplied and rearmed. More friendly forces coming. Should be enough to defeat them. If they're down here, we're screwed. By screwed, I mean that place is going to be a logistical nightmare. Come back here. Let's just gather as much supplies as possible. Taking it to the capital is out of the question. Amir Lachavi. Yeah, he's my consort. I guess he just doesn't like living as such. We'll deal with it. No one else is attacking him but us. You use that hook against me just to lower your taxes? You'll get away with it. Ara's come of age. This is my heir. Alright, brilliant strategist. A reaver, so less hostile county attrition. That'll do. And she's a famous champion as well. How'd you like to be my Swaran? If we take a lot of losses. wouldn't rush it on you getting married. Just let me focus on the war before we decide. And it's also the matter of what heirs we choose. Well, unfortunately, there's no room here. But damn it, where's the enemy army? I need to know. Because one of these guys, who's not a guest, has got to be leading those troops. But we can't know for certain. Unless you see their character wearing armor, but it's kind of hard to tell, really. He's a landed character. Tagil. What the... Our supplies is good enough, right? Not so much here, but... Let's wait a couple, alright? Then we'll be ready to go. I suggest you better move out because they're taking up space. If I was going to dispose of you somewhere, I suggest you go up here. They'll follow your lead. They'll know what to do. Get off that land. Get out. We'll get a move on soon. Switch places. You're up. Need to assist them. It's where most of the Svaran are. And we'll come too. Take the mountains. This is the last mountain area before the rest of it is all desert. Sir, haven't seen any contact, but if we can advance at least to somewhere, then we should be alright. But if we do encounter the Mongols, we'll destroy them. Especially when Aldara comes to town. How's your supply? Good? Let's move out. Other side. Gee, the next fertile place is up here. But that steppe. It's this impassable desert that's going to be a problem. The Indians are coming here. Don't make yourselves, well known. Contact! Mongol army! Stay here. Get to the other side now. Yeah, we're advancing up here right now. Winning one significant battle is going to kick up the war score more. Get it up to at least 90 now that I'm gallant. Peacemaker. if you want to be specific. So just wait for it, for their movement to be locked. Now they're going on the other side. They're afraid of us. Move up this way. Wait for the rest. Really? With the passing of Emperor Bogan, several successors have claimed position as Great Khan. With none recognizing the others, we are finally seeing the end of the Mongols as a unified empire. They may not be weak, but they no longer stand united behind a single universal ruler. Or as the Indians, our Indian friends down here would say, Chakravarti. Universal. Thank you for your mercy, Siddhartha. Now it's the Golden Horde. Well, it was only a matter of time before he died of malnourishment. Not necessarily starved himself to death. So does that mean the title of the Mongol Empire doesn't exist anymore for you? Unpressed? There are other places. Gee, all that for nothing, but hey, at least they're gone now. They are no longer a threat to the interests. And now they're vastly inferior. Which Tolun still has some claims that we can help out with, such as taking the Sardaya region. At the most. We should advance on them because out of this partition between Mongolia and the Golden Horde, it's likely that the Golden Horde will have more levies than with Mongolia. This is a must. We can live long as we like, that's practically a choice, but graceful age and no prowess lost from age. Increased skills with age, that's gotta be the must-have when we save our legacy up to 5,000. So, we're able to defend Bactria from the Mongols, and after generations of these great Khans, they're gone now, replaced by Mongolia and the Golden Horde. But they're not as powerful as there once was. Depends on who they allied with is another question. So we should strike against the Golden Horde because we believe that that one may become a potential threat to our interests, especially with our Sogdian friends. So, oh, this again. Calm down, girl. Calm down. My little firebrand Toland's playing absent-minded with my hair as it tells about his poem collection. His point of view is intriguing. It is yet as passionate subject as which I admire the most. The deeper it delves, the more animated it becomes. And those beautiful eyes of his are positively glowing. I think I could listen forever. How interesting. Can you explain one more time? Because I kind of need that. Yeah, the fascination. We want those bombards. Such a forceful beast. Now it'll be 8 years' time. Faster now. Well, the Mongol threat is over. That's one thing for certain. Kashmiri Invasion. Oh, they want payback. Humayun, the man who's going to have a wheezing cough for the rest of his life. Fortune builder. Remember who the breadwinner was? Fernando, you're right, because... Oh, he's rowdy too. I like to raise you. thank the Buddha. So, what would this mean for our series in the future? We should continue to advance on the holy sites. Because, we need some good benefits. Got a new satrap. But I think he's going to pay big money. He's definitely going to convert. Please do. Please do. Vajrayana. And that also means no, no, no. Janata is ours, so negated learning penalty +2. And per level of devotion, it's +1 each. Look at us now. With more learning, that would mean. So now we have Astur-Leonese Buddhists. Astur-Leonese settlers that are now Buddhists. Now we are back, gonna go hunting again. Speaking of the Astur-Leonese culture, again, these people are still there. And we're advancing on them, actually. Who holds the title? Any claimants? Because I would love to have over here. Although that we could press. You're just a courtier. But I'd rather have somebody that's Astur-Leonese and later convert them to Buddhism. Maybe just use your seduction. A baron. You'll do. Cannot invite. Would be leaving a spouse. Shut up about that spouse business. Anyways. So yeah, we're doing the same thing just like the attempt that we tried to destroy the Mongol Empire with, but instead they destroy themselves. Yikes. But he's too far. $79. Too young to be brought over. And you can't get her married to anybody because the Catholics view us as evil. Anyway, so... yeah, it's out of the question that these landed characters that we can help them with their claims. But the only logical options are these guys. Well, actually, he's the only one. They were Buddhists, and still are, and they became Sindhi. Last chance. I don't think you can invite him, but he's still religious Chauvier. Wouldn't making him another lover would do? After all, he's a courtier, so he actually lives here. I could help you out for the rest of... What are you doing? Oh, taking another piece of Macron, I see. Okay, let's just give courtier a try, then Macron will be ours, and... who knows? I got an idea in the next episode, just wait. So anyways, As we ride deeper to the Mazapanate of Rajanpur, that's in central India. The ground goes wetter and the air grows heavier. Suddenly from on the green surrounds us, a giant of a man appears, hulking in layer upon layer of dirty clothing. Explain yourself, he shouts. What are you doing in my marshland? You're Martian? Then show us around. A little bit of stewardship experience. And somebody wants to murder me? Scheme's exposed. There's a little chance of that happening. Good thing you're looking for. I suspect it's probably him. Because he's got issues about, being a consort of mine. May have to dismiss you very soon, if you're going to keep up with that act. Anyways, with the Mongol threat over, we should continue the development here. Where are we? My goodness. I wish I would marry you. I'm jealous. Don't dabble into such things. 39 is the development here in bulk. Build it up. There we go. It's not the first time I've heard a great service under is. And now the satrap center of my court presents me as herself as a token between French between Malcolm Devi and me. Deva. Devi's female, Deva's. Welcome to my service. You should be my steward right now. Been great to me, but I believe she'll do a lot better. A month faster. Ayushmapava. Which means may you live long in the Hindi language. Because she's Hindustani, you see. Bossy, Marshall, Ara. Aurelio? He's one for intrigue, so... You too. Gee, what happened to you? Oh, you have a tendency to injure yourself. I see. More intelligent children or very strong? Yes. Purushapura. Sure. That's where you're married to. With the death of my kinsman Arius, my plans for the future no longer matter. Whatever once meant is now dead. Oh, damn. Well, I got another plan. We don't usually do this, because I don't know if you have the skill for that. Well, we're actually gonna part, this Macron situation bit by bit. Our vassal is doing it. So next episode, once their vassal finishes that little war, then we're gonna declare war on them again for, another claim for this piece of land. So we can continue splitting a petition of Macron. Because you know what, I figured a man such as yourself, let me send you a bit of money, I'm gonna start swaying you. Because I believe you should be landed. You shouldn't be a consort. After all, you are a descendant of the... Well, you ain't got no family, but you're one of the local Astor-Leonese people. Yes, we're encouraging Astor-Leonese settlers that live in Bactria to be Buddhist. Because this area was once Buddhist, and it's going to go back to being Buddhist. The Astor-Leonese is a minority within the Empire of Bactria, but we recognize them because the ruler dynasty of this area came from the land of Hispania. That's our ancestral home. And we'd like to feel that this area here, even though it's mostly desert and drylands, to feel a little bit of Hispania. It's little Hispania, you know? So now let's end this episode by going on another pilgrimage to Vidissia. Mazapane. Yeah, this area. Organized march. So our troops can move a little faster when I'm in command. Oh boy. Independence War. The Tibetans and many others want out. Out here late at night, sometimes look at the stars and wonder, can the samsara even see me from this far from home? What am I all doing this for? What I truly want to see is foreign lands. I guess a few more realms became independent due to the weakness of the remnants of the Mongol Empire, separated between the Golden Horde and the Khagan of Mongolia. Knowledge still eludes me. Guess I want to be a mystic. You should look at me more positively. But again, we're gonna wait for their vassal to finish their little war, which it'll be likely, which will happen in the next episode. Then we'll take another piece of Makran, and then we'll usurp it, create the satrapy of Makran, and whatnot. Orthodox, no longer Catholic. Mystical communion. Bahar's no longer aligned, and well, sorry son, it's just your health is going to be the reason why you won't inherit anything for Bactria. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave this episode on quite a bit of a relieved and happy note. The Mongols will no longer be a threat to our interest and that sort of thing. Oh, convert to Buddhism. Vajrayana, yes, he did. Good. And that's where we'll stop right here. So, what is our plans? Well, just took a big chunk of it. What's left of Makran is, well, for the taken. For Ponce, who is a Buddhist descendant of Astor-Leonese settlers that became Buddhist. So he will set to inherit all of Makran, which we will happy to assist him along his way in the next episode. That's where we'll expand next. And then, at some point, Bahar is no longer ally, so we still have interests in taking the other Buddhist holy sites. Fight against Bahar and Malwa. 2 more holy sites. So that way we unite all of northern India under Vajrayana Buddhism. And as we said before, the Mongols are no longer our threat. We will go on the offensive once more for Makran and for the holy sites. And after that, who knows? I mean, I'm at a point where I've told you people before that we got this Indian series coming up soon. So I'm going to ask you people a question, and I will ask again in the beginning of the next episode. Do you want me to continue the Bactrian series a little bit longer? Or should the next episode be the last one, where we'll take part of this, and then the holy sites, and convert them, and then that's victory for Bactria? Like, do you want to end the series on that note? Or do you want to continue on for a few more episodes, even though it will be concurrent with the Indian series? I will ask that question again in the next episode. But until then, so long for now. Take a good look at the map.